Okay, right here we're picking up where we left off from the previous video clip where we were doing the get content command. And this is just a slight variation. What we're going to do is we're going to take the scratch file here and we're going to use everything that's inside of it as the actual variable. Considering what I put in here initially was just a bunch of garbage just so that way I had something in there. So we are going to make some changes. Nothing crazy. But let's say we have x equals 5, 6, y equals 380, and z equals 23. Just so that way we have something in there. We'll save that. And just to make sure that is exactly what we have, we'll just put the location here in PowerShell and it should open the file. There it is. Now, same thing, if we do a repeat of what we did last time, we should get the data without opening the file, and this time it's not going to be that garbage that I put in before. It should be those variables, and there they are. So instead of entering one set of variables for whatever reason, if the application or the function that you're trying to create requires several variables that need to be put into place and need to be loaded, you could just use this, or you could take the entire file, convert it into a single variable. Now, if we did a change directory, and that's not quite the way I wanted it. Let's see. Let's skip that portion and let's just go to converting the file into a variable. We'll start with $sign and then the name of the file. So it's going to be scratch equals, and then we'll do the get content. Scratch.txt. This may not work if I'm not in that actual location, so let's see what happens. We will fix that. Let's go to clear and change directory to C users Pepe Desktop /TestBed. So now that we're in that location, we are going to do, where is that? $sign scratch equals get content scratch.txt. This should do it. Now, if we try to move on from here, we should be able to pull it up, but let's see if that works. Okay, there's a lot of mistakes that can be made here, so I had to backtrack to where I was initially, and then I managed to create the variable. where it would equal the get content that was actually inside the scratch.txt file. Now, when I tried to actually get the content to show me what was in the variable, obviously that did not come out here, but if you read the red text, it shows the path and where the actual .txt file would have been, and then showed the information inside of it. I had the data that was in that txt file. It just didn't want to spit out all that variable data in one shot. So it's going to take me a little bit of thinking to do, but I think I am on the right path. Once I get that figured out, I should try to incorporate this in some kind of batch file or PowerShell script and see if I can get it to work. That's it for now. I'll probably move on to some other commands later on.